All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at gold. Now with gold, these were the Astro hours yesterday. Remember, we had some room to push up. This was obviously Astro hour retesting. So if you got out or if you went in short, you should have been okay. This was the retracement. If you sold again, you should have been okay. If you got in with me here the day before on Monday, you would have had a really good trade. You would have also had a really good trade if you got out and reversed at these Astro hours. The target was 2040 on the daily. It never got there, but it was pretty close. As you can see, that's 2039.45 and it was 2040. So that's basically it. All right, but let's see what we can do. Now then, today, gold. Now, you remember Monday and Tuesday were swing days. All right. So selling the high and buying the low was logical. Yesterday, that's what we did, bought the low. Yesterday, we got out at the high. I actually moved the stop forward and got stopped out with profit, which was fine. It was like 1 to 6. And that's fine. Here, now we've got a sell opportunity. If the market goes up, we can sell off because we're right at the limit there. So no selling here because this is support. But if it breaks out, we should be able to go up. If it breaks down on the retracement, we can sell off. On the weekly, okay, we're still here. That 57, 2044 is still on the radar because I'm going to keep that on the radar as well. 2044 is here because that's the weekly. All right. So if we hit up there again, it's going to be interesting. So we've got to be careful. This is an inside. This is as you can see, a bit of a pin bar here from the top. Gold being rejected, which is fine. Do we want to go down? Yeah, I don't mind going down. So selling the highs at Astro hours is okay. That 60 level on the daily is 2039.89. So if I come back here, 2039.89 is there. All right, so this zone is still a sell zone. I don't mind selling off at the highs. Okay, as you can see, this is how the market's looking like today. All right. On the weekly, if we do push down, we've got room to go into 49, which is 1,999. So let's round that off to 2,000. Okay. And 2,000 is there. All right. And that's it. Now there's a gap here, which I wrote about. I thought I wrote about. Here we go. Okay. So this is where the gap is. So the market might want to come down here as well. But if it breaks down, you understand we want to be going down. As you can see, this is like a distribution. So selling the highs at Astro hours is not a bad idea. And today is going to be a bit choppy in the New York session, especially. But I think New York session is also a good time to trade. And also in the morning, my time, 11:30, 11:45, I think is also a good time to trade. Okay, so you can keep your eyes out for that. And until then, you can hit the gym or whatever. Let's take a look at euro dollar. Now, with the euro dollar as well, beautiful. Okay, remember, this is what we want to see because we want to come back down with an A, B, and a deeper C down here. So we do want to sell, and it's nice to see the market selling. So here we have a beautiful breakdown. Any pull up we want to sell. So the euro dollar could actually be a good one for us to do. So if the market comes back up here, all right, or into, let me just see, on the daily, what do we have? That's a bit high, 65, 1.0872. I'll keep it up there. If it does get up there, this is where you want to sell as well, but this is a good zone to sell. So if we come up into the daily pivot zone, into that zone at Astro hours, selling is not a bad idea. Look out for some choppy moves today. And if that's the case, we can sell it off. Okay, on the daily as well, as you can see, this is the place where they sold off the market sells off, and just turning around and pushing back down is okay. I can actually get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. These are good to draw because you can target yourself, but we already have a target. Okay, so the market should push down over the next days or so and bring it down into there. Okay, so now that we've got that zone, this should be a good push down. All right, now the first targets, you can see 48, 49 there, 1.08, 0510, 1.08 there. Come on. And 0805 is going to be there. So this zone is your target zone there, okay, initially. And then we've got 44 and 38, which is 1.0784, 0754. So 0784, 0754 is going to be down here. So we have room to come down into this zone. If I just squeeze this up a little bit, let's see where this is coming from. This is coming from here, which is fine. I'm going to get rid of this because I am going with PST targeting. Okay, I do ranges, but as you know, all this smart money stuff is not going to work for you all the time. Okay, this is why things are working for us with financial astrology, because we can time stuff. So as you can see also, this is on the European markets. The euro dollar is going to be, this is nice. Okay, it's like even lows. So if we go up there, it should at least sweep these, so you can target this zone. If the market comes up, you can sell off. Okay, at the moment, there's nothing around here. There's nothing around here. We might have a sudden move up and down, but until 11:30, 45, I wouldn't really do anything. Okay. SP 500. Now remember, on Monday, this was a swing day. So I did say if we go up, you can sell off again. And the market sold off here, and it's selling off again here, as you can see. Now this is that here. Okay, that's 8:15. So that's 9:15 our time, which I did say this is not a bad spot, okay, to get back in the game. And I said this would be a target. So as you can see, the market falling off from the highs, and this should be an astro hour for us. 2:45 yesterday, which is, well, we're about 10:30. 10:30 is there. All right, so that's your 10:30 yesterday, and this should be the retracement. 2:45, which is 3:45 our time, so it's going to be in that one. Okay, because I had 3:35 to 3:50, which is pretty much there, and this is where the juice runs out, as you can see, and the market just comes down into that zone. And this is where the next aspect, as you can see, just takes us up into there. And I did say the market can take us up into the Asia session as well. And the Asia session is going to be, I said, 4:15 my time, which is about 3:15. Well, it's about there. Okay. So if you follow that through, at least until there, you should have been okay, and you should have taken profit. And if you just closed at the end of the day as well, you should have been just fine. So today, what can we do with this? Now we're at the highs here. If this Monday holds, the trend is still up, as you can see. So if this if if this Monday high holds, we should still we could still be able to sell, because The next swing day is, as you know, Friday. So if it breaks out, obviously don't stand in front of it. So 68.42 is 5,097.70. So 5,000, let's say 5,098. Okay. So 5,098 is, as you can see here, this is the resistance for today. If it breaks out and closes above there somewhere, don't sell in front of it. And don't stand in front of it and start selling, because we might keep pushing up until Friday. Then that'll be a target, which is 5,209 on the LCL1. Okay. 5,209 is up there. Okay. And if that breaks out, that is 5,209 is up there. Okay. And if it breaks out, we've got room to go because the market is still going up. Okay, so be careful with this one. On the weekly, we can come back down into that 69.71. At 69.71, I've already marked it in yesterday. You can still go long, right? That 5,021, 5,005, this zone here, all right? In the interim, though, this is how it is. Yesterday, closing higher and not lower is obviously for us going to be a question mark. You can see the market is still choppy. Now, we're going to have some choppy market moves today as well, all right? So if you're trading the SP 500, like I said, what you might do is just, if you want to do something, if you want to buy the lows, then do so at the Astro hours, buy the lows. But there can be a few breakouts today. And if you're going to sell the highs to push down. And, basically, what can I say? So you're going to have to put your Astro hours and then marking the low of yesterday. If you want to go long, you want to do it from here and the weekly pivot to push up. If you want to sell, you want to do it from this location here. Okay, if it comes up, and if it breaks out, just don't muck around with it. Okay, the market needs to, let's do this. Let me just come on. Here we are. Okay, so what the market needs to do with the SP 500, it's going to be there because it'll sweep that, mark that in, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, so they could be selling things mildly here. So this is going to be a zone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this into there. All right, this into there, maybe even there. Okay, so if we step into that zone, okay, this can be where the market might want to sell off. Okay, so be careful there. If it breaks above there and closes above there, obviously don't muck around with it. Okay, just don't muck around. See how you go. You can wait for a setup as well. You don't have to dive in. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. Right, let's do NASDAQ first. Here we are with NASDAQ. Now, Monday was a swing day with NASDAQ as well. Looks like this is going into a flag formation here. Okay, so what to do with it? Let's take a look. Now, this 73, as you know, is 18,064, which is up here. All right, so this is still sellable. Okay, if the market comes up there, this is still sellable. basically sweeping stops and going up. All right, so nothing extraordinary here. Let me just get rid of these. So once again, if we go up, you can sell off. We've got room to come down as well. On the daily, 64 is going to be a bit out there, 18,078, which is pretty good. It is right there, 18,078. So if the market does come up, you can sell off again at Astra hours. If it breaks out, obviously don't stand in front of it, okay, because we're still going up. All right. But you can see there's a lot of divergence happening here. So market selling off is also an option. All right. Let's take a look at US 30. This is the US 30. Now, once again, on this one as well, we had Monday for a swing day. That's your Monday. Tuesday, nice. Nicely falling into Tuesday. So if we get back up again, selling could be the way to go. Okay. If you want to go up to sell, yesterday I said this as well. I said, guys, if you want to go up into a sell in the New York session, I said you could do it. And this is, as you can see, 245 on the platform. And yesterday we had 330 to 350. I think that was the hour, and that's it. Bang. Big fall, nice and easy. And then coming all the way into the Astra hours at 9:20 my time, which is 8:20 here, which is right there. All right, beautiful. And then going up from here, right on the weekly pivot, nice and easy. Okay, so that's fine. What to do with this? If we go back up again, selling is not a bad idea. Where that'll be a zone there. All right, because you can see there's a mass fall from here. So the market should have a volume around here. So this zone, if you just, even if you just take this zone there, that's your volume zone. So if the market goes up there and you can sell off again, be careful with the choppy stuff because the news is a bit choppy. If you want to go up again into there, it's okay. Just be mindful here. You got to cover the trade. Bitcoin, let's see what happened with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, as you can see, went up again. Okay, so now remember this target I gave yesterday. So the market has been mucking around there. Okay, so let's see what happened. And it's been pretty choppy, as you can see. Okay, why has it been choppy? Let's take a look. So we still got that target there, which is we don't know. So if you're using the ATAM strategy, you got to follow it. And if it touches there, that's going to be a resistance. So be careful. All right, because now this is above and it's going up and that's fine. Okay. Now we've broken out of that zone. So what you're going to want to do is if we come back down, you'll want to go up. Okay. And that is your next possibility there. Okay, at 62,035. Now we can get rid of this. Okay, this I will keep. Why? Because this is going to be a reference if the market comes back down. Okay, and this is it. So you'll have to see how things pan out here. As you can see, once the PST breaks out, that's it. You know, you're just going to go with it on the pullback. And this is why I say if it breaks out, don't stand in front of it. You can go back long if it comes back for a good buy kiss, and that's what the market did there, and then pushing up again. So last week also, this is why we said you could buy the lows, you know, if you want to go up. And these were the lows, remember? Going up, going up, going up, going up, and so on. And these were the Astra hours. Now we're in this state. So I don't know here. Maybe you might just sit tight and wait. Okay, on the daily, we've got this level as well. This is LCL1. That's also pretty high. So if it touches there as well, it's going to be a resistance there as well. Okay, but you can see the market is like pushed up really well. And this kind of move, the day, a few days after each other, you can see here, okay, like bang, pushing back again, and it just takes everybody out. So all the latecomers are going to suffer when they're buying the tops. So this is why we do not buy tops. Okay, so just wait if you want to buy again. And obviously don't sell and stand in front of it. We got no sign of this thing reversing. I'll tell you when it might start to reverse. We're in well, this is the 28th of February today. So in the middle of March or third week of April, that might be the situation as well. So we'll have to see, because we've got aspects coming in there that are going to influence this in March and April. So can it still go up? It still can. Okay. It's just a question of, whether you want to buy from the highs or not. All right. That's about it. I've got nothing to say for this. Sit tight and wait. If you're day trading, obviously buy on the pullback, but not at the tops there. Okay. Because this is right. The weekly target level plus the daily target zone there. So buying at the highs, I don't think is a smart idea. If you want to buy again, wait for the pullback to go.